Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on the sonnets, and today we've got sonnet number 62, which the first line of this sonnet might make some people giggle, and honestly it made me giggle a little bit because really we're all 12 years old, aren't we? But anyway, putting that aside and just presenting the sonnet, Sonnet 62 reads, "Sin of self-love possesseth all mine eye, and all my soul, and all my every part. And for this sin there is no remedy. It is so grounded inward in my heart. Methinks no face so gracious is as mine, no shape so true, no truth of such account. And for myself mine own worth do define, as I all other in all worths surmount. But when my glass shows me myself indeed, beated and chopped with tanned antiquity, mine own self-love, quite contrary, I read. Self so self-loving were iniquity. 'Tis thee, myself, that for myself I praise, painting my age with beauty of thy days." So yes, this one talks about self-love, and given Shakespeare and his penchant for putting sexual innuendo and dick jokes into everything, one could take self-love to mean physical self-love, and in which case the first 4 lines of this sonnet say, I'm obsessed with self-pleasure. But that's, if you look a little bit more at what's going on here, and if you look at Sonnet 62 in the context of all of the other sonnets that we've read, it's a little deeper than that, and not quite so full of innuendo. It's talking a little bit more about the way that the speaker esteems himself when he looks at himself. When he looks at himself in his mind's eye, sort of the image that he has of himself, and his sense of self-worth is through the roof. He thinks he has the best looking face, he thinks he has the best looking body, he thinks that he is literally better than everyone else around him. But when he goes and he looks in a mirror and sees that he's old and wrinkled and his skin has sun damage and all this kind of stuff, the reflection that he sees in the mirror says that for somebody like him to think that highly of himself is a sin and in and of itself, because there are people that are more attractive than him and better looking and worth more and all that sort of thing. But in the last 2 lines he says, "'Tis thee, myself, that for myself I praise," which is a little bit of a weird sentence if we didn't have the context from all of these previous sonnets saying that the speaker, Shakespeare, and the fair youth, the listener, are one and the same. They've exchanged hearts, they've exchanged souls, they keep each other's images in each other's eyes and in their hearts and all that kind of thing. So it's, in that case, this sonnet then gets directed to the fair youth and is saying, it's because of you that I praise myself so much. Being near you is what makes me so beautiful and so worthy. So it's kind of a cute little thing, you make me a better man type poem, but it does talk at the very beginning about the sin of self-love, which I can imagine loads of people nowadays giggle at when they first read that. But anyway, that's Sonnet 62, a little bit of I love myself best when I'm with you. And I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it did. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow for Sonnet 63. Mwah.